So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Young Americas Forum launch, the Caribbean edition. I am your presenter, Akeda Ventu, for today's session. Um, we will be going over the information on the process of the Young Americas Forum, the consultation efforts throughout the Caribbean. And I'm sorry you didn't hear me before. However, the agenda for today will be the welcome, an overview of the Caribbean region, overview of the YAF, that's the Young Americas Forum and Youth Consultation process towards Young Americas Dialogue. We have a testimony and a question and answer session and some closing words. You will have an opportunity at the end to ask questions and get other information with regards to the session today. So, but if you have a question and you think you may forget, you can type it in the chat box, in the question box, and we will try to answer as much as the questions as possible today. So, the Caribbean is a region of the Americas that consists of the Caribbean Sea, its islands, and surrounding coast. The region is southwest of the Gulf of Mexico and the North American mainland, east of Central America, and north of South America. YABT encourages youth in the Caribbean to come up with innovative projects to support climate resilience, poverty reduction, and enhanced disaster preparedness and emergency response systems. Through this consultation, young leaders are able to identify and present their leaders with possible solutions for those of the items mentioned above. As Caribbean youth, the aim is to grow an ecosystem of entrepreneurship and innovation as a means of increasing economic growth and creating employment throughout the region. I will now give you an overview of the Young Americas Forum. The Young Americas Forum is a space generated by the YABT, that's the Young Americas Business Trust, where youth as social actors actively participate in the process of the Summit of the Americas. It has become a hemispheric platform and the official channel for recommendations, suggestions, and actions that young people convey to leaders and policymakers of the continent, hence contributing to the definition of the priorities and mandates of the summits. The forum is a process based on virtual consultations, dialogues, and special events in both local and regional levels in the OAS member states. A youth declaration of commitment is adapted by the Young Americas Forum with topics related to the central themes and mandates of the Summit of the Americas. Youth representatives present the declaration at the dialogue between heads of delegations with civil society organizations and social actors. The forum has an implementation component. This is the whole idea of today's session so that we can have persons in all the Caribbean islands implementing and preparing to have dialogues within each country in the Caribbean. The forum YABT brings innovative solutions and actions to challenges faced by young entrepreneurs through the talent and innovation competition, which runs parallel to the Young Americas Forum runs parallel to the TIC Americas. Okay. So YABT. The Young Americas Business Trust is a non-profit international organization that works in cooperation with the Organization of American States to promote social and economic development of young people around the world. YABT works directly with today's youth leaders and entrepreneurs that are building a better future for our region and the rest of the world. In close collaboration with the Organization of American States, YABT fosters the innovative role of youth in economic development, social inclusion, environmental protection, as well as peace and democratic efforts. So we would see that we have almost 100,000 young people that are impacted by the programs of YABT from 75 countries. The forum's impact. The forum is now in its 14th year. The first forum was in 2005 in Argentina. YABT is excited to announce the start of a series of consultations with the sole purpose to define the priority themes that will be used to develop the agenda. So here we go, we're going to speak about the consultation, all right? What is the aim of today's session is to get persons within each Caribbean island to organize consultations with other young people in their countries, with other youth groups, other youth leaders. The consultation process will be developed from the period November 2019 to April 2020. YABT is responsible to compile, analyze, and spread the results of the dialogues through a report, OAS, and member states. A summary will be presented by one or two young speakers during the dialogue between the heads of delegation and the Secretary General, the Assistant Secretary General of the OAS, and the representatives of civil society and the rest of the social actors during the 50th General Assembly of the OAS. In order to have a consultation within your country, a proposal should be sent to YABT so that supports can be given. All the information will be on the website. You can do on-site dialogues. Virtual consultations and associated events. Okay, so there are two components of the Young Americas Forum. You have a concept note or a paper note, and then we have a youth participation guide. All this information is on the website, and we would have a chance to look at it in a little while. So how can you participate? You can do, as I said previously, you can do youth dialogues, virtual consultations, associated events. The youth dialogues can be on-site dialogues. Young people of the hemisphere have the opportunity to organize, lead, and participate in on-site dialogues and inquiries with the aim of discussing and sharing their priorities, recommendations, needs, and impressions regarding the themes that member states and the youth itself have defined. The first step is to present a proposal to develop and implement the dialogue. And it's also available online. I will share those shortly. The virtual consultation, the aim is to facilitate the participation of the largest quantity of young people to constitute an open and accessible channel. Young people can participate in on-site inquiries and can express themselves virtually. And there's other options. So if in case your organization wants to be part of the virtual consultation, you can send in your information. You can send your name, the name of your organization, your website, and we can add your information to the flyer that you see here, as well as to all our social media platforms. The activities calendar, November 21st, today is the launch of the consultation process. And from November 21st to April 1st is when we would all, throughout the Caribbean, try to organize on-site dialogues. So what we would do is you would send your proposals to the YABT and get your packages processed. So you will have, it's a form you fill out online, and we'll send you the editable banners and other information that you would require. April 10th is when we would receive all the dialogue reports, the consultation from the consultations held. So you would present all your findings, all the reports, the pictures, the names of the participants. All this information is online, and you can access those from online as well. In June, the youth dialogue will be within the framework of the finals of TIC Americas 2020 and within the 50th OAS General Assembly. The dates are subject to change. Okay, what happens to our contributions? The contributions goes to the Summit of the Americas, as I said previously, the General Assembly, and the high-level meetings. So your contributions are not just for us to have at the YABT. However, it will be presented to the leaders at those high-level meetings. Okay, I would really like to apologize to everyone. My internet is giving a bit of trouble, so I think I was coming and going. I'm not sure if you got everything. However, this information will be sent to everyone after the webinar, so don't be afraid. You can get all the information that you require after the webinar. Are there any questions? Again, I apologize for the interruptions. My internet has been given a bit of problems today. Would you like me to go over the process of the consultation, or would you prefer we send the information via email for you? Okay, Ms. Taylor, I see you have your hand up. Any questions?
Hello?
Hi.
Right. Hi. So this is Latoya Roberts. I was just asking, in terms of the proposals, is there specific structural elements? I know you said it's on the website, but we haven't gone there yet. And most times young people like to go through what is really needed in a proposal, because when young persons say proposal, sometimes they get worried or intimidated about all these requirements. So it would have been good if there's actually, you could itemize and kind of explain what exactly is needed in a proposal, because different proposals carry different stuff.
Yeah, so let me get the proposal for you online at the moment. This is concept note. Are you seeing my screen still?
Yes. You can mute me back now.
Right. So, okay, sure. So this is the proposal, the concept note, and all the information here is on here. Okay, 1 second. Since I went too far. Okay. If you go to the documents, all right. Sorry, my internet is just very slow today. I'm so sorry. So this here is the form, the virtual consultation participation form. It's very simple. Your name, your email address, the country, gender, age, the name of your organization, your youth network or company you belong to. And there's just a few questions as well as a few topics to consider. So you can choose 3 that you will debate on. And we have a whole list of topics right here. The dates that you propose. You can also put in what other issues, if it's not on the list that we provided, you can put it in here on the question 10. any additional information, and you click submit, and your application will be processed. So it's very simple. That's okay, Latoya?
Yes, it's fine. Perfect.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for the question. All right. So this is here you can find the information, the email address, and the website's information for the Young Americas Forum. Any other questions? Ms. Taylor, I see you wanted the email address, so here it's here.
Yes, that's fine. I don't have a question, I just have a comment. I think this initiative is a good one.
Thank you very much.
From where I sit within the Small Business Association, we will do our part in engaging the youth to follow through on this project that is before us. So
Great.
you have my 100% participation on this.
Thank you very much, as always. Thank you. Anybody else has any other questions, comments before I know everyone is busy and it's in the middle of the week. And again, I apologize for the bad connection shot earlier. Don't know what was going on. So if there are no other questions, I would like to thank everyone for participating. And if you have any further questions or queries, comments, you can send an email to forum@yabt.net. You can also get all your information on the website. You can follow us on our social media platforms. If there's anything that you need to find out more about the forum, you can please send us an email and we'll get that sorted out for you. In the meantime, those of us who are ready to roll with regards to the consultations, you can start with your proposals and get them in as soon as so that you can start the process in your country. On behalf of the Young Americas Business Trust, I would like to thank everyone for participating today. If there are no questions, we will now end the forum's launch for the Caribbean. Thank you and have a good weekend, good evening to all.